name is Calibos, the only boss with one S. Mubarak Karim to all our Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. And also a happy new month to all of you from Tap Tap Send in the whole Riase. As you already know, Tap Tap Send remains to be your number one, numero uno money transfer app you can ever find in the whole world. All you have to do is to go onto Google Play Store or App Store and download Tap Tap Send. The name is what? Tap Tap Send. Now, the testimonies from people is overwhelming. Everybody is giving the good testimony about Tap Tap Send because I've used it before and I understand how reliable, secure, and fast the app is. You, if you like, put it to a test and you'll see. So, what are you waiting for? Download Tap Tap Send now. Keep on sending the money to the loved ones and your family and let them appreciate you more. Remember the name. It's Tap Tap Send. Hey.
Tap Tap Send. Send more, spend less.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Check it. Sugar level for check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Oh yeah! Are you ready? Elevate GH in partnership with Sammy Flex TV Production comes your way with a great opportunity for new and up-and-coming artists as well as already established independent artists, record labels or talent managers. Packages include quality music video shoots and music promotion. We give you clean shots, better video quality and the opportunity to promote you and your work across the globe. For more details and enquiries, call 0553 049 693 or 050 4323640. Elevate GH and Sammy Flex TV Production. Everything for the culture.
Hello, my name is Bismarck Ejapon. I'm a personal trainer here at Wembley Leisure Center. I am here to help you to achieve your health and fitness goals and also to transform your physique. I'm in the gym almost every single day. If I'm not here, you can come through to the casual area where you find my iPad stand and you can get in contact with me by filling in your details. If not, speak to a member of Better Gym staff and they'll be able to get in contact with myself.
Alright, so time is really getting closer for Saturday's Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, which is going to be the grand finale, the day that we are going to know who is going to be the bigger deal when it comes to winning the ultimate award or the ultimate category on the night. And today, as part of our agenda, we'll be looking at some of what has been happening online, especially with some industry people, industry experts who have been talking about their favorites. Others are frowning on that. Big shout outs to Chaskele, who called me not long ago and said that why should industry people be putting out their favorites, telling people indirectly that because they are part of the academy, they are voting for them or they have voted for them already. This is an issue. Once again, there are some groups looking, begging, searching, fighting for vote for some artists. Is that also bad, or maybe it is okay? These and many more are some of the issues we're talking about. Now, if you're an artist and we go to the market and some people tried hard to identify you, what does it mean? Does it mean your popularity is shaky or what? We have piled up some of the best stories for you here on Sammy Flex TV. We call this Showbiz Daily, and I'm doing this with my possible people. And of course, I have Kojo King, who is already in your shot. He is the owner of Be Kind song, and we are still being kind to him. Today he's in a green shirt, so we have to be kind to him no matter what. And Young Barrister, after about 3 months or 4 months hiatus, big man is back again on the seat. I know he's back for Beam Agenda, and there is a new album, so he needs to come and do some more noise on it. Where were you, Barrister? Where did you go to?
I've been around.
Yeah,
I've been around. Yeah.
Around where? Because we were not seeing you.
Oh, I've been around trying to fix certain things, you know. So right now everything is clear. So I'm back.
Why was your wife pregnant?
Oh no,
And
no.
was did your wife give birth anywhere?
No,
With babysitting or something?
Oh no.
Me, I do babysitting alongside work. Ask Kojo. Yesterday, Kojo came to my house around 11 to 12. When he came, my baby was on my chest.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
So I do babysitting alongside work. So why are you running away from work?
Oh
because of babysitting?
no. I'm not there yet.
You know, if you don't know, come and let me teach you. Like, there are skills in doing that.
I don't even have a girlfriend to think of.
Oh, shut up. Well, so Young Barrister is also here, and in Team Dodo Solomon, he's also here for us to do our thing. And the gentlemen are seated for us to rock the evening. Remember, you can also join us with your comments. Share the link with your friends. If you have not subscribed to us, please do. To those who have subscribed, we say God bless you, because without you, there is no Sammy Flex TV. Again, special thanks to Digital Rasta, call him Currency, who is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor, director of the show. And you, thanks for being a partner to Sammy Flex TV. Now, let's move on to story number 1. And let's start with the industry people who are, because it was part of our off-air conversation not long ago. And there is one story that, or a post, it's not a story. So, Father Benajasa. Let me read, let me go to Facebook rather. A post that George Quay made about Stonebwoy. And I know it is part of the reason why someone like Chaskele would not be happy about industry people and other people. So it is not only George Quay. I think I've seen one from Arnold Asamabedu, and I've seen other people also posting other artists as well, all in the name of soliciting for support for these guys. There's another angle we're looking at. So George Quay posted, from taking that bold step in joining many to plant over 10 million trees as part of the Green Ghana campaign. Why are you laughing? I've seen why you're laughing, but there are so many people who are also talking. Someone so now growing of trees, but it goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. From taking the bold step.
Agama lizard approach.
Is there?
Agama lizard approach.
What is Agama lizard approach? I don't know. Please.
You bring in something that is not there, but still you want to talk about it.
Okay.
Yes.
No.
You do your thing.
No. You see, when it comes to
chip in something.
When it comes to VGMA,
but is he talking
the
about
artist?
VGMA
No. Wait. I'm coming. When it comes to VGMA, the artist and his activities also play a role.
Okay.
What the artist did beyond your song, what you also did,
okay,
plays a role. So I'm sure.
Music.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why they will tell you your impact, the relevance of your songs, appeal, all those things are part of it.
Oh, okay.
So that's why there are some.
Continue.
No, that's why there are some categories that are artists.
Yeah.
And some artists are songs.
Yeah, some of them.
You get it?
He won that award last season.
Which award?
They have some.
The Vodafone.
Yeah, he won that award. So let's listen to what he says. He says, from taking that bold step in joining many to plant over 10 million trees as part of Green Ghana campaign, to being the only artist flying the flag of Ghana at the World Cup in Qatar, Stonebwoy is a true representation of what it means to be an exceptional artist and global citizen. With multiple international appearances, performances and collaborations, awards, and a sold-out Beam concert under his belt, it is no surprise that Stonebwoy has been making waves in the music industry for years now. From his impressive global impact to his philanthropic efforts, Stonebwoy has proven that he is more than just your ordinary act. He is a role model, a leader, and an inspiration to the youth of Ghana and beyond. I don't know which way you have voted, and I'm not here to influence that in any way. But if you want an act that is worth the ultimate honor on the night, here is one worth looking for. And this one came from George K. Now, I think another Samabedi also did a similar thing. Stonebwoy, same way. And he did not write much though, but he only wrote that PSA this, Blacko that. But here is the guy who did the most in 2022. Shock us. And that is what Asamoah Bedu is also saying, that PSA this, Stonebwoy that, Blacko that. But here is the guy who did the most. Shock us. And there are other comments, especially on PSA Esther. That one there, 1,005. I'm sure we can read many more. And I can also read some more ones from Eric Tosca, who has also been pushing for Blacko. And Eric Tosca has been back to back with it. There are some people who think that for industry people, and these guys are academy members, it is wrong for anybody in such a position to do that. Because he thinks that the moment you do that, then you are telling the world that in your academy voting, same way, you voted for that person. And it is wrong. Kojo, I don't know if you agree, whether we, like especially industry people who are academy members, should restrain from doing this.
I super agree. And
You agree,
it is highly unprofessional. It is unprofessional. No cap. The point is, we as industry people, let's say pundits and other, we also have our favorites. So it will be fair to declare our favorites. It is part of the business. But when we become academy members or board members for an award scheme, it will be very wrong. And then it goes to feed into the fact that people are making allegations against award schemes that they are not credible and all of that. This is it. Because if you tell me this person is whom you are campaigning for, then it means for years, if that person shows up in that award scheme, so long as you are part of the academy or the board, you are going to vote for that person. And we know the academy and the board, they look into more about technicalities.
Yeah.
Fans, a Beam fan will never vote for a Shatta fan, and vice versa. But as a technical or academy or a board member, you look beyond those things. So there could be an artist who we are comparing songs, but you can look at technicalities and see that this song, it is more technically advanced than the other.
Okay.
Or under the year of review, this person did more than the other, which the fan will not do.
Okay.
So when an academy member shows up and throws support for another artist, how would the other artist feel? How would the other artist feel? Because it is not just anybody at all who gets the opportunity to become an academy member. It is because you are doing something for the industry. And so over some period of time, they know that, okay, you also hold some
contribution.
Exactly, some influence in the game. So we call you to come and give us your opinion. Yes, even without us knowing, some people will vote for their favorites either way. But to come out and publicize it is very wrong. It doesn't send good message to the others. It wouldn't be fair. Keep it in a closed door. That is why it is secret. When they send you the mail, they don't publicize it. They let people know that yes, you at times too, they don't even publicize the academy. It was when people started putting pressure on them that we want to know the faces behind, and it became necessary.
The board, you mean?
At the board. So why do you come? I see some of them doing that, and I think anybody who disagree with that, I support the person. It is not right. Okay,
Chamo, come through. Let me also get your opinion. What do you think about?
Yeah, I think it's a bit dicey, but the whole point is, if they do that, they have some form of influence, so they can influence some people to think in that direction. That's why it will be better if they don't declare their support like that, especially the person that the person has voted for. It's better they don't do that.
See, unfortunately, they've not told you they voted for him.
Yeah, but if you declare your support the way they are doing, it's obvious. and they are part of also voting. They can even vote otherwise, but the point is that you are openly telling us that you support this person, you want that person to win. So wouldn't the people will not be reasonable to say that you can't even, or you don't want to even vote for the person that you are campaigning for? It won't make sense. So if you are campaigning for that person, obviously you will vote for that person because you want the person to win. That's what it is. So because Vodafone as them Shatta House is not restricting them or not telling them not to declare or whatever. I think it will be a moral issue whether you want to do that or not. I mean, if you think it's inappropriate, you won't do it. If you think this is nothing, why not? Then you will do it. So going forward, I'll push everything to Shatta House.
Yeah.
And then they should.
But I was going to ask who should control this.
Yeah, Shatta House should tell the members not to do that. So if you do that, it means you don't want to be part of.
But you see, there is a challenge here that we all have to come to the realization. These industry people also have roles they play in the lives of some artists.
Yeah, sure.
Some of them are artist managers. Some of them are artist publicists.
Yes.
Some of them are artist road managers.
Yeah.
So because of you're voting, you think even if they want to naturally, organically support their people, they shouldn't because of your voting?
Yeah, because of their position. They can decide not to take that position, as in voting for somebody as an academy member, because it's not everybody being part of it. We have selected few who vote as academy members or board members. So if you think that working for an artist will restrict you from campaigning because you are also an academy member and you vote, then you can decline to be a academy member and focus on supporting your artist or pushing for your artist to win. Okay. But you can't take both. If you take both, yes, because only few people have that advantage. You are in a position to influence others, and that's not fair. In fact, in every voting process, why we try to make it secret is that you won't, so that you can't influence people with your
position.
Yes, some people are influential, more influential than others. Yeah. So if I admire Sammy Flex and I know that Sammy Flex voted for this person, I'll obviously vote for that person too, because of the admiration I have for Sammy Flex, not any other thing. In fact, I won't think of any other factor. So you try to minimize those things by doing secret balloting and stuff. So if they will go that direction, then they should decline being part of the academy. Or if they want to be part of the academy members, then they shouldn't do the public voting or campaigning for somebody. And there are few. So it wouldn't be like if you do that, you are suppressing people campaigning for me to win and all that. No, they are so few that they have to pick side. Either they go for doing the campaign for the person or being part of the academy members. So I will agree with those who are saying that they shouldn't do it openly.
Okay.
Yes, but they have every right to campaign for them, especially at this point that we don't have clear this thing on it, like restriction on it. Then they have every right to do it.
I see. Okay, young barrister will speak finally on this topic. Then we look at another related topic, which is still about some group of people who are openly luring academy members to vote for the artist. How about that as well? Yes, young barrister.
No, I think that it is not wrong. It is not wrong to campaign for anyone.
As an academy member,
yes,
as a voting member.
There is no law anywhere in this world that bans you from campaigning for anybody that you feel like deserves certain thing. Samini, during the last election, campaigned for the MPP. Nobody killed him. Nobody slaughtered him.
That's a difference.
We deal with secret. I'm coming.
But EC members cannot.
We deal with secret balloting in this country. So obviously, the word influence will come in. People will come in and campaign for their favorites for others to also follow suit. So there is no crime in doing
No, so in this case,
So in
nobody,
this case,
nobody's saying
coming.
you cannot do publicity
Yes.
for any of them.
Yes.
We are talking about a certain group
of
a class of people.
Yes, even if we want to call them the college in the electoral system, we call them the college. These are people who have not even shown us that yes, I have voted for this person, and they have not even shown us that their vote. They could also come out and campaign behind door. They have somebody else they have voted for. It works in the process. So for me, there is no crime for George Quay. He has been in this industry for so long. He understands the rules. He knows what he's talking about. So if he comes out to say that, okay, per his observation, this is what he has seen, and you can't fault Arnold. You can't fault Arnold. He's also somebody who knows the ins and outs of the industry. So if it is wrong, he wouldn't come out to do it.
They can't make mistakes.
I'm not saying they can't make mistakes, but this is not wrong campaigning for somebody. Or is it because it is Stonebwoy?
Oh no,
I'm not sure.
We have gone beyond.
Yes. So for me, I think they have every right to do so. If it is secret balloting that
so Barrister, I believe you have all been following and we are learning from the best. Do you think, say, Grammy Academy members will be posting stuff on some artists who have been nominated in categories and telling other board members that vote for this guy? Do you think they will do that?
Do you think it was right for the Grammy CEO to come and give us the ins and outs of
yes.
it? You think
No, that information is out. It is not secret.
Public information.
No,
that's
until he visited Ghana, there
it's still public information.
Some details that we were not privy to
because we've not searched.
Yes. So now I'm coming.
No. If you didn't know, it means you have not searched.
Yeah,
and that is fine.
Even before the consideration stage, there were academic members or board members of the Grammy that were tagged on Twitter to vote in certain directions.
Of course.
Those were people who were lobbying them.
Yes,
like
and
fans
those
of
people,
artists.
and those people retweeted the same post. So
They can
was it wrong?
retweet.
No, wasn't wrong.
No, that is not them saying it. And in this case, you are even lobbying him. You the nobody. Excuse me to use that word. You the nobody is lobbying him.
Yes.
And if you retweet, it is still about him.
Yes. So
it's not about the next person.
Yes. So if you, Brass, I mean, you are part of the academic board of Grammy, and then I come to tag you that, oh, I think that this so and so artist deserve this.
No, you can do it. No, you can do it.
I can do it.
Yes.
I tag you. You as an academic board, you can decide to ignore.
Yes.
But retweeting it with fire emoji and everything, what does that mean?
Oh, it means that the person is in line with what you are saying.
Obviously. So George Quay obviously is in line with whatever everybody is saying about Stonebwoy. So it doesn't spoil anything. He's just campaigning. He has not even voted yet. We don't know whether the voting is.
But we are not saying that it's wrong for him to campaign for Stonebwoy.
No, we are not saying that. Yes, but we are saying that it's wrong for academic members to do so. Then again, the academic vote is not 40%. And the public is 60%. Which means that the
now
based on certain
they've changed.
Public is 30.
Public is 30.
Yes.
And then
academy 30
and
board
the
40.
Okay.
Now
so
that's the new thing.
That is the new thing, which means that the academy, I don't know whether George is in academy or he's in board.
No, George will be now. In fact, George Quay, for instance, I might not be too sure because he used to work with them, and now he's no more. But for Arnold, I want to believe he's an academic member.
So let's just take George for instance. He's no more the producer. He used to be part of the producing team, the production team. So right now, let's say he's not part of them, or he doesn't have a vote.
Sure.
Then let's just sit here and say they don't have votes. So if they don't have vote, what stop them from doing that?
No, wait.
There's something.
That's what we are trying to.
What we are talking about is beyond George Quay and Arnold.
Okay.
Even board, how do we call them? Table of men.
Yes.
Those guys are academy members. In fact, some of them know they are secretly board members.
So
and they have been posting that people should vote for certain PSC, not certain artists. People should vote for PSC. They've been sending messages, doing public posting for her on social media.
Yes.
That's what we are saying.
That's what I'm saying, that everybody has a favorite. we will
Of
always
course.
be biased at the point.
Yeah.
So I think that if it is about secret balloting, that is their secret thing. But publicly, they can come out and campaign for whoever they feel like deserve it. Look, we are here. A member of the EC was seen last campaigning for the MPP.
At the time, she wasn't.
At the time, he was not a member.
Yeah.
Yes. Now
This
he's a
time
member of the
she
CE.
can't do it.
What does the
rules.
constitution of this country says?
It's against it. Yes.
Yes, but that person today is member of the EC.
No, but
at the time,
at the time, yes, at the time he wasn't.
Yes.
Which means that if a member of this public that we are living in comes out publicly to campaign for a particular party, he is not allowed to join the EC. You can read the rules.
No.
You
You
cannot run away from the scenario.
Because it's by appointment. They have.
If you want to take,
if
you need
they
to
are
drop
appointed.
certain jobs
Yeah.
so that there will be
conflict of interest. Yeah.
You said?
Which job?
Like if you want to be a president, there are
President.
certain things you can.
You can't
If
back.
you
We are
hold
talking about
political
the
party appointment and all that, you
You
can't
can't
be.
be a
You have to
yes.
drop it.
Like,
And so, if you want to be an academy member, and you are in support of a brand, you don't come open to throw support because of your position.
brilliant. Brass, I mean, he's your
Anybody
artist.
who
I'm
does
coming.
it is wrong.
Kojo is your artist.
Exactly.
You are managing him. Today, if Chatterhouse comes to you and say we want you to join the academic board, are you going to stop managing him?
No,
No.
I'm still. No, wait. If you are a board member, you are not a known artist manager. You can't manage an artist as a board member. They've taken all of them away.
But
Before allegations were made.
but still, we know people are there and they still have. Come
They
on,
still have what?
they still have influences on artists.
see?
But they are not official
Officially.
people
Yes.
behind these
There
artists.
has been conversations.
Do you know
on this.
Richie?
Which yes.
Now
That's
he's
the
not more a
reason
board
why it
member.
went off.
They
There has
took
been
him off.
conversation on this that there were certain people part of the board and academy who were active managers of other musicians. They go out with them. It is so known, and these artists get nominations. So what is the probability that they are not going to favor them?
Their own artists.
So this has been an argument which it got to a point in time. Some of them have to leave. Definitely, everybody will be related to somebody, and we are not against your private vote because definitely you
And
will
we are
vote
not.
for somebody.
We are also not against your relation with someone.
No. 50 academy members can decide to vote for one artist. It doesn't matter. But when you want to come out to write things that is so clear that your support is for this artist, it is wrong. You are denigrating the scheme. There are people who think the credibility of the scheme that is at stake will be there.
It can only come in
There's
place
a big topic
when these academic members are influencing each other within the space.
And that's what we are talking
Yeah.
about.
No, within
No, bro. That's what we are
Coming
talking
out
about.
like this is
Oh,
that's the meaning.
after no, I'm coming. So the four of us here, we are, let's say, board members. We all have one vote per artist, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. So we want to vote for Stonebwoy. So are you going to influence me to vote for Stonebwoy?
Yes,
Yes.
someone can.
So yes.
So
Yes.
that one is a crime.
No.
That one is no. Come on, it's a crime because.
But it's
at
not
the
the
end
same
of
thing.
the
It's not
day-
the same. No, it's not the same thing.
No, but outside you are campaigning. You are not influencing me. You are campaigning.
Yes.
Nah, but that cannot also influence someone.
Oh, that's the
Oh,
influence.
come on.
Your status in that
Oh.
space will influence.
Is it
you.
because they wrote about Stonebwoy?
No, I'm not saying that.
We are not against
I'm
that.
not saying that. I'm not saying that because I've seen Eric Tosca.
Yeah.
also
No, even
do
Eric
for-
Tosca,
Yes.
his is okay.
Yes.
He's not an academy.
No, he's
No,
not an
he's
academic
not. He's
member.
not.
So
No,
he's
I'm saying that
Aha.
because. No, I'm
So
saying
we
that
are
because.
saying there are some class of people who are the problem.
There's a few,
If
yeah.
you from today till that was every minute you say you want to post about Stonebwoy, nobody has any problem.
problem with it,
But
yes.
if me that I have voted, I'm writing about a certain artist every day, it is wrong.
But let's just limit to George Quay and.
Oh no.
No, we have seen that.
But
But
we have seen others.
Because
At
we
a
don't
point
know-
of reference,
now
yeah.
we don't even know that they have votes. We don't
I
even
said
know.
I know
Yes.
Arnold
Arnold,
is
we
a
are
secretary
aware.
member.
Arnold,
Even
we-
me, I didn't-
Arnold
Arnold he
is
has
academy
declared,
academy member.
I explained
I know it's an academy member.
Yeah.
George
but
Quay,
I
because
don't see anything.
even George Quay, I still want to believe he might be an academy member.
No, it's not about Stonebwoy.
Okay, so in a related story, Richie, bring George Quay's post, and let's see if George Quay is not committing the same crime he talked about.
Accusing others.
So this is what George Quay is saying again. He says, gospel people going around desperately doing all they can to influence VGMA Academy and board members. Worldly acts are focusing on their fans, as should be done. Listen, you see? Wait. So, I see, gospel people going around desperately doing all they can to influence VGMA Academy and board members. Worldly acts are focusing on their fans, as should be done. So in this case, even if you want to bring the first argument in, why are we not leaving that one for the fans to do? As should be done. And it says, when we talk pet, then gospel people ball, shaking my head. Then bring the next one. Then another one says, encourage your fans to vote. Lobby them. Push them. Beg. Implore them. Buy them credits. Get them data. Sing for them if you have to. Go from house to house if you must. Just leave the board and academy alone to do their work.
Yeah, to
him.
People who are
not being.
That's why I'm saying that it would be very, very wrong if you want to influence the board members. He is saying that we should direct everything to the fans. And
but what they are writing out there, board members are they not seeing it? Oh. No, wait.
Oh, what do you mean by influence?
It's not taking time to
analyze.
No. I saw. No, it's not about Stonebwoy.
no, but what I'm saying is that I'm here. What the table of men guys have posted.
Yes.
I'm an academy member. I have seen it. So if I think that Charlie Nino is saying I should vote for PCS style, Frankie 5 is saying I should vote for PCS style. Charlie be like say I for vote. Have they not influenced me?
Oh, how about your technical brain?
Forget. It is there. That's why we are saying don't come and influence my thinking. Allow me to go there with my technicality only.
Bruh, I mean, VGMA, the board members and the academy.
Academy.
Do you know when they finish their voting?
Yes, but I'm sure by now the academy. I voted here.
You have voted,
yes.
Okay. Who's supposed to influence you? No, like who's supposed to influence you?
No, but I can't tell you.
Yes.
But I know I was influenced by someone to take this. Yes. Oh, is it? Let me tell you something. Me, if I'm voting, I should make sure I am voting for someone who will win. So if I see this person has so much noise, I can vote for him because I don't want to waste my vote. Okay. Yes.
So it means that you can just leave your technical brain and then.
Whoever has been nominated is a winner.
Has a potential to.
Obi are nominated. Now the technicalities is what is there. Who is appealing to you? At that time,
it is voting. That's
so now let's limit the argument to the post that he was making. He's referring to the gospel musicians who are actually trying to influence the board members, and not
the gospel musicians, the gospel crusaders. Let's use that word for them.
What are crusaders?
No, they are not musicians.
No, they are not musicians.
Okay. So they are trying to influence the board members and the academy to vote in a certain.
They are even sending them text messages.
So for that one, it becomes a crime. That one, it becomes a crime.
Which one becomes a crime?
No, trying to influence the.
No, which one? No, wait. Which one becomes a crime?
The crusaders trying to, influence.
How are they doing it?
You're saying they are sending the text.
So the Facebook thing, what is it?
No, you see this one. This is a public post. No, this one's a crime. So you see, the one side that they do the that one you don't be crying.
No, you not be crying, but
no, you not be crying because like yes, you are just
But they have declared that they do that posting. So what is the secret about it?
Because nobody has seen it.
They are not even putting it in secret. They have said that they are doing it.
The young barrister says that one is a crime. But on Facebook, WhatsApp is a crime. No, WhatsApp is a crime. Facebook is not a crime.
Because of a boy.
Yesterday, someone said when the guy was there and Frama was there. He said, "We're giving the voice to Frama." He said that kill him.
you see, even what George Quay has posted, some people will still think it is wrong because of his previous. Because of his previous position. Like, you were president, you just left power, and now certain things that you were not supposed to do, you start doing it. People can take you back into time and say that, okay, the meaning when you were in power, this is where your direction were heading towards. So there are certain things you need not to do because of your position, even when you are far off the seat. As we are saying, by now you are not part of it.
So someone can also interpret it to mean that. So at that time they were influencing you.
Of course, because when you were there, I mean, you now that you are throwing your support to this artist, it means those days you were still throwing your support, and you have the power to even influence others to do that. That is why certain positions, when you hold it, there are certain things when you want to do, you think twice about it. With the gospel crusaders lobbying people, if I don't have a vote, I'm not an academy member, and I know that Sammy Flex is an academy member, and I call Sammy, can they vote for my artist? I'm lobbying. But if they are also part of the academy, it is wrong. It is wrong to do that. You are not telling us that you are credible.
And in that sense, it's like a person that I work with in the same category is voting for this person. So obviously, me sure I should go that direction. Because you are an academy member.
It speaks ill of the scheme. It tells you that the people who are working for the scheme, they are not credible. Because they are going to the extent that they are throwing support to other people and even convincing people to vote. You don't have to do that. It is very wrong. So VGMA should check that. If we have a lot of people who you can expand, if you think people are so connected to artists and they can't be professional about it to the extent that they will.
Parliament self, they do these things.
It is wrong. Whether it be parliament or not, it is wrong. We are talking about something that is wrong. The fact that they are doing it doesn't mean it is right.
It's right, yeah.
Wherever you put it, it is wrong. So we shouldn't rationalize that now that people are doing it is right. The point, if you are an academy member and you vote, you don't have to come out openly and write things that suggest that you have soft spot for some artists. It is wrong. Already you have your vote. You vote for somebody. So why come out and openly tell it? Then when people want to lay allegations against the scheme, they will have instances. They will have support. They have reasons. When they want to come out after the voting and they have lost and all of that, they can come and hit at the academy. That you pick people who are in bed with other artists. And you want it to be fair because they have 30%. Public also have 30%. 30% is a big deal. So we can sit down and predict that, okay, so and so academy member, so and so academy member voted for so and so artist. And will it be a fair thing? Deal. So they should be professional.
Well, Chemo, I don't know what you also have to add to this. Current post from George Quay, the one we just read.
I mean, he just shot himself in the foot because the first post was for somebody, and then the second post is condemning somebody for doing the same thing that you have done. The only difference is that they are sending people direct messages. And you did it publicly, like you posted it on Facebook. So you think that so he will be okay if those people post the same thing on Facebook. Will he be okay? I mean, if it is not good, it is not good. The table of men, people in there who are part of the academy, they shouldn't be doing this. they shouldn't be doing.
So they sent messages.
And
let me show you one. So you know I'm not telling lies.
Yes, it's wrong. I'll go with George Quay if he wasn't part of the academy and he wasn't doing the same thing that they were doing. He's just doing it.
I'm gonna read it. Don't mention where it's coming from, but you just read it.
Okay. So PSA.
Okay.
Dear, that's the message. Dear academy member, PSA Esther, when voting on the VGMA Academy portal, she got 7 nominations, including Artist of the Year. God bless you. That's the message.
They are not saying vote.
Oh, but what are they saying?
But you see,
what are they saying?
You see, they are trying to
so
be
even
technical.
this one should even tell that they know what they are doing is even wrong.
Yes. They are just trying to be technical.
Why are you going to tell the academy member PSA got 7?
As an academy member.
So because they even know what they are doing is not right, they are trying to swerve it. And this
so
is
they
what
are
they
giving a
think
message, that open message, as if they are not telling you to vote for her. They are just reminding you that she's part of the people that you are going to vote for. But as an academy member, you have these details already. So yes. And I think it's wrong. And in fact, because some of them are academy members, they may even know all the academy members to target them. And it's wrong. I will only go with George Quay if he wasn't also doing the same thing in a different way. He's doing the same thing in a different way. So if it is wrong, it is wrong. Young barrister can send this thing to Brasami, and there's nothing wrong with it because you are not an academy member. You are not part of the board. But if George Quay, if we assume that he's part of it, then it is wrong. The same way the table of men, those there are some people in there who are part of the academy team.
The conch.
Yes, and it is wrong for them to do that, especially those people. If they want to do that, I think they should be out of the academy, or they focus on being part of the academy and then leave that thing to the other members who are not part of it. Then that one will be fair. But the way it is going, I think Shatta House should check them. This will not help the whole scheme. It will not help. He should check them. The Shatta House should check them, so they stop it or they take them out of that position.
All right.
Is shipping wrong in voting?
Is what?
Shipping. If you ship people in a certain line, is it wrong in voting?
Based on your position, it's not wrong. But based on your position, if you have a certain position, it is wrong. If you don't have certain position, then it is not wrong. If you are the easy, and then
I think doggy. I don't want position as a doggy.
If you are the easy or chairman of a certain process, and now you are helping people to vote in certain direction.
VGMA. No, talk to your mic.
Take your mic.
You see the scenario that you are bringing. So we have VGMA, which is the award scheme.
Yeah.
Then we have
organizers.
Yeah, they are the organizers.
Yes.
So we have not seen the CEO telling us that we should vote in this direction, isn't it?
Yes, that's wrong for her to do that anyway. Yeah.
And we don't even have members of the Vodafone team that are on the same award scheme telling us that we should vote in this direction.
Yes, the same.
Now we have college.
Yes, the academic.
The voters.
Yes,
the voters have every right to whip in a certain direction.
No.
What are you
because they are
me?
selected few. You are a voter.
I'm a voter.
You can vote.
So I have every right to whip you to vote in a certain direction.
Yes, because you don't have any position
so long as whipping is not wrong in voting system.
But those people, they have position there.
Do you understand when we say somebody is an academy member?
They have special influence. No.
And in percentage terms, how the masses will vote. Do you know one academy member how the way
influence
their
that
vote
they
carries?
Yes. Yes.
Brass, I mean, what is the percentage
No.
of one vote? Oh, like, let's just try.
No,
The
with
point
the
is,
influence.
the point is,
Now the academy members, let's say the academy members are 100. Let's say the academy members are 100. For the voters, there can be 1 million. So imagine 100 people
strike the
whose
average.
decisions are going to be stronger than 1
Strike the
million.
average.
people.
So you are not a mean person. You are not just anybody at all. You are not. Your decision can affect somebody. Because if 500,000 people vote for an artist, there are two members voting for an artist as an academy.
It's
Can
very
be
Cancel
small.
that 500.
So where you occupy, you don't. It's like you are a father. Okay, even fathers, when they give birth to their children, they have their favorites. But when you are to choose, and you don't you have to make sure that you don't let your emotions lead you to the one that is your favorite. Else you affect the others.
Jesus was killed.
Well, let's move on. Let's move on from there. This is still Showbiz Daily, and of course, I told you, young barrister is back for a duty. So let's allow him to perform his godly duties. Very, very important. But you said something. He said Stonebwoy's wife was sharing the flyers for the people, huh?
Not people, not the academic.
No. Yeah, I get it.
Even
Yes,
if he does, that one is not wrong.
Yes. She was encouraging us to continue voting before the last day.
Okay, so that's perfect. How about Stonebwoy himself?
You know, he's busy with the album, so
Is she doing it publicly or privately? Is she doing it privately or publicly?
our things these days, we want to just do it. You know, a VGM is full of surprises, so we are trying to take it
So
easier
it's
this time.
private.
Yes, we are doing private voting this time.
Do you know why I'm saying this? I'm saying this because of recent conversation that now industry people, the nominated people are not showing any interest in the scheme. In fact, even if you go on to Ghana Web right now, they have been able to tabulate all the artists who are expected to be pushing the scheme, but because of whatever, they have decided not to be posting their interest. And I have seen that from after yesterday. So the story is there: 7 out of 8 VGMA Artist of the Year nominees who have totally gone mute failed to campaign for votes. Oh, so 7 out of the 8.
They don't want it.
Wow, interestingly.
We have been saying this thing
Wow,
almost
7 out of 8 VGMA Artist of the Year nominees who have totally gone mute failed to campaign for votes. Now, I think before we were coming to the studio, I saw finally Black Sheriff has posted, and maybe I can share with my director to also share it with you if you want to see it. Where now Black Sheriff has come out to say that, okay, so this is the story there, right there for you to see. 7. And we know the 7 already. Apart from PSA Esther, none of the above mentioned artists, that is Blacko, Stonebwoy, Sarkodie, King Promise, Camido, Kiddy, or Joe Metal, none. Kiddy Crowder, you are into the engine film. None of them has shown any interest in it. And that's why I was asking whether Stonebwoy himself is part of this agenda or it is only the wife. So now Blacko. And all this while he had not posted anything, just today. I'm sure thanks to Caleb Kneeboy when he was giving fire, and unfortunately he even started with Blacko. Now Blacko comes to say, you have seen my blood, sweat and tears. You've seen the ups and downs of my journey. I've had my lips shut and my eyes opened ever since I stepped in the game. I don't plan on changing that, not today, not tomorrow. Let's go VGMA. So earlier, off discussion we're having, we were saying that these are some of the things that if you do, you are able to prick on the conscience of the people to even vote for you. Like, do you think if Black Sheriff has started saying, hey, but I'm free by a and like some common or some interview platforms there. Anka obian pon nwi obian obi because they all think that when they Sarkodie Stonebwoy PSA oba ya che akra na wa bre like, but now they have even forgotten. I think some people have even forgotten about the fact that he's even in that category. Apart from few people like Tosca Dems, there are some people they don't even know he's there. Of course, someone can close their eyes and know that Sarkodie will be there. Someone can close their eyes and know that Stonebwoy will be there. But for Black Sheriff, he would need to have drummed it home to the people, but they are not doing it. So it's good that You are saying your people are doing it. For Sarkodie's boys, I think I saw some tweets.
You know, the VGMA, we have a history with it, where we are coming from. So we're just trying to take things on the low. We are doing our best. If we're not interested as fans, we wouldn't have been posting it. The voting is ongoing on the daily. That one I can.
Yeah, but I've seen some Sarkodie fans on Twitter actually spearheading a campaign that to them they think Sarkodie does not need it. Sarkodie has not said it to. I don't know which management member has given them that information, but they think Sarkodie has outgrown
the VGM. It's decision. We are more focused on, you know, like the reggae and dancehall artist of the year is one of the cards that we always want to win. Even if we are sleeping, we always want to touch that one. So for us, we have been focusing on that. If we don't win the artist of the year, you know, VGM is full of surprises. So
you'll not be surprised like that.
Yes, we don't want to put a lot of emotion into it this year and then get disappointed at the end of the.
And also, the sales new.
Oh, we.
Do you think Peace Esther, who doesn't fear, she would win?
No. We have that plaque already in there.
Well, anyways, that is also good. Now let's move on to one story that has been trending ever since Kuami Eugene appeared on Delay's platform for that interview. The interview was loaded. It had so many news angles in there. And I've seen news writers have really exhausted many angles from that particular interview. Then one angle that we would want to look at today here on Showbiz Daily is the one where he talked about Keche not being the original composers of the song called No Darling. No Darling. According to Kuami Eugene, that song was originally made by him. He had even created the song down. So when Keche came and he was going through his data, found something, and they also put in some 1 or 2 verses, and poof, the song came out. So to him, the song was written by him, but he gave it to Keche to use. He, according to me, did not even charge them for the feature. It was for free. But I'm here asking myself so many questions that these are adults. These are people who would need themselves again. What are they fighting for? So why would Kuami Eugene claim he wrote the song, and Keche also claim he wrote the song? Where is professionalism here? Because sometimes, if we did what we call a split sheet, then someone can say, I was the writer, I was the this, I was the that. Does it mean all these things were not done? Vibe, son, and you're ready. But now, we don't even know who wrote the song. And this thing has not been known. They have been saying this, and every day, like Kuami Eugene says it with pain, like, I wrote the song, Keche to come, you didn't write it. Like how? It's only the song, you know.
Someone is lying.
I don't get them. Why should someone lie this?
About this? Yeah, that's it.
I don't get it. Why should someone lie about this? Like, this is so simple to know. Well, so let's watch Kuami Eugene on Delay's show. Then Keche has thrown some salvo on Twitter. You will see that as well. Watch it. I'll be back.
No Darling, Emma Keche. And they came out to say that, and you lied. I say, oh, now true, No Darling, Emma Keche. And they came out to say that, and you know, crazy was their song, and they only featured you.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, only for me and now. Okay.
I mean, I'm saying wow because, but where the party did today, No Darling, so No Darling. That's from DJ Tramilala. I dropped the song, make it, and the whole chorus, that whole hook embodiment, no. So Obika said, "Oh no, not sure." Na I think it's. I don't know how to say this, not to come out as disrespectful, but it's a big lie. Cause I wrote that.
You wrote that. And why would they say "Oh no, not sure"?
Maybe because I keep saying this all the time. Say your industry, there are certain things that yenti ase bebre. People think this will be trauma bia. Na nipa na ya trauma no need talent. But it doesn't work like that in the Western world. They recorded their verse in my studio.
Okay.
And I didn't charge 1 CD for No Darling.
Okay. Did you say Senyum ye would Diana Oka say would a mom na reach you?
Omo buy no. Na matro from DJ Trami Lala, drop the song make it there. Oh, to where the party the matwabi. And the job the back can here or time baby inti oda.
So I still don't know what is happening. Like, these are adults who should not argue about this. Because at the time this song came out, Keche was even in their struggling days. They were not even having a hit song. And whatever directed them to go to Kuami Eugene, they were directed there. And out of the blues, they got this particular hit song. So why are they arguing? And even if Keche, Kuami Eugene says he wrote it, should Keche argue? It is not bad for someone to write a song for you. And Kuami Eugene was saying the same thing, that yes, when you go elsewhere, songwriters get their due. They get enough credit. So why are they? Me name there cause me drink. I can't think feminine. Like why are we fighting over this? Kuami Eugene says he did not charge. He is not taking royalties from it. Like weja mamu. Into onukwa natural ya. Na ye den more come back to back. What is going on? Listen to what Keche Joshua is also saying on Twitter. Listen to him.
They said the only thing we did in the song is our time be into what that. I'm not understanding it. Hey, Andrew, into no yet to hear or time be I'm not understanding it. I don't get it.
Chemo, what is wrong?
Not you.
Yeah.
But mummy no asam now who the echo. I think Kuami Eugene and my details.
Okay, so I beg, let's all refresh our minds on something. Maybe later we can put in our earplugs to listen.
Yeah.
DJ Chamela la what did Andrew sing on that song?
He rapped.
No, Andrew also rapped.
Yeah,
no. Andrew doesn't rap. That's why I said maybe we can listen. Whilst Chemo is talking, maybe we can all listen.
Today na obey more.
One or two years.
Or no obey after
all best. You know that yes. Hey, you're dreaming. Yes. So I'm sure the argument is that they won't come you to say you wrote your verse.
Maybe. No, wrong crash or mobile hosa. Because almost bet me I can the almost year potting. If you can.
Like, thank you. So I wanted to know what Andrew did. Well, I say or tying into that, and that was Joshua's rap verse.
Say said the Kuami Eugene Kasana. Even the Andrew eto no crown. Likely say not what no actual BB and no budget to ye. But Kuami Eugene. And yes, the whole point is say Kuami Eugene, the way Kuami Eugene Kasana. It's like now I ain't in your matter. And no more bass or more penum. And also let's use this and no more BB shape. That's the whole conversation Kuami Eugene did.
And the other day too. I think remember I posted them on CTV.
Yes.
They said that they had the song and they were looking for someone who could fit in. I don't know if you remember. That's why they even called for some people that some people did not mind. But when they called Kuami Eugene, they come, Charlie, come and let's do something. They went there and they did it.
But on say Kuami Eugene is so specific when he is talking about this. Or can't baby or Troy or can't be or ye. But I do catch him to announce on my do. Into me I say ye call hono. Na sa or time baby into that or dano Joshua ye and I said sa the other guy and
almost all my no mama
and the Kwame so anya
be almost Kwame natural no verse
and you know na omunyum the title ye no darling
son of
the call
yes I don't
me ma detail no say Andrew throw away, you throw away. It is said
DJ Tramilala no verse o. And you know that chorus near where the party day today, no darling. That is the song. So in this case, if you are saying who wrote the song, that particular verse or hook would rather determine who wrote the song. The DJ Tramilala, that is from Eugene's verse.
Yes. So the point is, I don't know Andrew Muntimin kind.
Okay.
Or man can see.
Oh no, also yeah, no probia man.
I do non title you say. E dey na no my
no darling.
And omo betena ho no man to me an kan no but omo be generalizing say aye no. Because Kuami Eugene here so specific. Say me DJ Tramilala ho me na me ye. Ada na Andrew mu ba omo ntimi nka say no darling no. Me na me ye. Sa we me na me ye.
O say na dia. Emma say me the make a base you now about any tire. Me metre den can e me dia.
When somebody is claiming say me na me ye we. It looks like ono na ye a bigger version of you. Once you me metre say me na me ye we. In fact, anybody who is trying to hide something, generalize it so that it will be part of it. And in Ghana for omo diska omo de ko consolidated farm na after the omo channel for. When you feel that you have the smaller portion contributing to the whole thing, you always try to generalize it. And I won't go with them. No. Me, I won't say ABR. Well, let me give them benefit of the doubt. Say maybe they are not getting a way to say it well, but I will urge them to come out, be specific. And say before we took it to Kuami Eugene, we had done this, we have done that, we have done this. Only thing that he did or his portion is what he is saying. Instead of them coming out and say, and it's a sign of not somebody who feels that my portion is small, but let me generalize it for me to also feel big. That's how I see. Because Kuami Eugene, he has been consistent in terms of what he did on the song. But the Keche people, they have not been consistent. Or they have not been specific. Let me use that word.
Specific,
They have not been specific as to what exactly they did.
Contributed.
That will let us be so sure. Say, okay, Kuami Eugene, you did your part. They did their part. And now we had this hit song. And for him, or say, or the mamu. And today, no, church or the mamu. Then a momo, church or the mamu. But Keche will always generalize and say, we did our song and then he also did his part. But Kuami Eugene will say, I did DJ Tramila this. Like Kuami Eugene is so specific. Why can't they also be specific for us to judge it for ourselves? So me, I'll urge them. I won't say that maybe they did small or whatever. No,
they should
they should come out and be specific. Like what Joshua did. It was an opportunity to say that, oh, Kuami Eugene, what you did this, but we did this. Just to come and laugh and say, or see, only or time baby now and it's not making their case good. I think they should come out and be specific about what they did on the song. It will help us.
Well, young barrister, take over from there and let me get your opinion as well.
This issue that is happening, I think the Writers Association, they need to take critical look at it. And this is a time that those who write songs for musicians need to
also be
very, very serious about their work. Because
no, for now they have been doing it. That's why I'm so shocked that these people who I assume they know so much in the industry are fumbling with this.
You see,
Kuami Eugene under a huge label. They know all the tricks in this game.
It's our industry.
They sat there for this to happen. And if I were him, the first day I said I wrote that, they said I did not write now. Like I wouldn't even mention it again. Because the more they mention this, all of them, I see them funny people. All of them involved.
I think
like as enlightened as you guys are, you are fighting about who wrote a certain song. Hi!
No, I think pride also counts.
Pride from where?
Because Keche as people in the industry for long will feel like, how can we just sit down and then Kuami Eugene of today will come out and say he wrote.
Oh no,
for
Captain Planet.
Yeah, sometimes
Captain Planet. When Kuami Eugene wrote his song for him, he has been talking about it every day.
And that is him.
What's the name of his song, Bo? Achedie. Nyame shawa no achedie.
No abodie.
Abodie, yeah, no abodie.
You see, with the Keche thing, I think it's pride, especially with Joshua. He sometimes when the young guys are trying to do certain things, he comes out to say that they are the legends and all that. We have had history of him trying to
pride that he doesn't want to give credit to Kuami.
Yes, I'm sure. But then, if they own the song,
if someone did it, how can they say it?
If they own the song, are they the one who wrote the chorus?
In fact, that is the bone of contention.
So
the one who wrote, where the party is the one who wrote the song. Apart from that, everybody wrote their verses.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Because if you created a song on the beat, there is a musician here, so probably he knows a better way to it. If you have a beat, obviously you will create the chorus in your head before you even take a pen and paper and put it down, isn't it? So if now the person saying that I created the chorus, I even created the hook on the beat, which means that he knows the beat even more than you, the one who brought in the second verse. Because there is another video. There's another video that points to the fact that Andrew was saying that they created a song on a beat, went to Kuami Eugene, and when they got there, he played the song, this particular song, and they realized that what they had created was not that so nice as compared to Kuami Eugene's own. So they were arguing like which one they should take, and then Joshua actually suggested that they should go with Kuami Eugene's one. And I think Kuami Eugene did not do the right thing. What he should have done was that, okay, fine, if this is what we are going to do, then it should rather be Kuami Eugene, and there's a difference between Kuami Eugene featuring or Keche featuring. And there's a difference between Keche and
Kuami Eugene.
So if it becomes Keche featuring Kuami Eugene, then obviously you have given ownership to Keche. And that is the mistake
but
that
he has admitted that.
Yes,
he said that he just gifted them the song.
So if somebody has gifted you a song, what is so wrong or so bad that saying that, okay, when we went to him, he created a song, he created the hook, he created the chorus, and we decided to even fix our verses on it. Give the boy the credit. But like I said earlier, it's the pride. They feel like they can't just sit down and say Kuami Eugene of today wrote song for Keche of yesterday. That is how it is. That is why Keche Joshua will come out and say that way. He will not even point to the fact that this is exactly what happened. This is what we wrote, and this is what we own on the song. But I'm not sure Kuami Eugene is also demanding some money from it.
No, not at all.
But
Just
as
the
things
moral
like this is happening, I think they can sit by a table and then take a pen and paper and put something down, because right now copyright is something people are fighting so well. Tomorrow somebody will take a verse of that song to create another song, and Kuami Eugene may not be happy with it, and Keche would also come out and say this song belongs to her, like the Obrafo.
As for the song, it belongs to Keche.
For now.
Yes.
For now. But that's what I'm saying, that per the debate that is going on, they have to sit and try and strike certain deal. If not, going into the future is going to disturb the two of them.
Okay. Yes, Kodo. You can wrap up there. Let's move on to another business. Yeah, man.
I think they are acting funny, as you rightly said. This is not necessary. And in our space, you see a lot of things that are glorifying, that are good in this business. We see it as shameful.
Okay.
Like going out on interviews and acknowledging the fact that this song somebody wrote. It is amazing. Like it is something that people do with ease elsewhere. The people that we want to emulate. We are
aspiring to be them, yeah.
They are doing it. It's a normal practice. Because people can write, they can sing.
Yeah.
So the fact that you go out there and so this song was written by so and so, what is wrong with that?
Nothing.
But our people, because of
Nothing.
low self-esteem, inferiority complex,
And pride.
and at times pride, we feel ashamed to even give credit. At times to even talk of producers that, oh, this song was produced. It is hard for us to do. And we see a lot of them come out. Recently, ISM and
Sister, yeah.
they were at it. And it's so sad. I don't know why Keche they are behaving like this. It is not wrong for an artist to gift a song. Me, I've given a song to my friend before. I would that. I gave him a song back in the days when we started recording. He said, "Oh, child, I like this song." I said, "Take," because I have the probability to write again. So it is not a matter of even taking thinking of royalties and all of that. I can gift you, and it happens. Kuami Eugene is that talented and skillful when it comes to that. Me, I call him the hit bank. Kuami can decide to give like 10 people his song back to back, and it will work just like that. He has that abilities. So when you go to him, he knows how to create things and make you also come in and fit it. And look at that chorus. It is so Kuami from DJ Tramilala. I don't want to believe Keche wrote that verse for Kuami.
No.
I don't want to believe
No. Don't say what you're saying.
I said I don't want to believe. No, I'm coming. I said
they are not saying they wrote that verse.
And they haven't confirmed it. They haven't confirmed that Kuami wrote it either. In their post, have they confirmed that? Oh, that part Kuami wrote it.
No, that one I'm not sure would even come up for contention because one, if you have been featured on a song, obviously you write your verse.
Oh, not all the time.
But someone like Kuami Eugene, that's what you are saying.
Yes, but if I have a better verse, he can sing it. If I go to Kuami Eugene and I have a better, he listen and creatively
go with this.
He will go with it. He will not even contend.
And even sometimes you write the verse, you write the verse and think about the musician that can sing it perfectly and give it to the person to write for you. So
Bunzan did it for Lord Kenya, but Lord Kenya is not a bad musician.
The point is, no matter how good you are at writing, somebody can write something for you to sing. Someone can write for Kuami Eugene to sing.
Yeah.
The point is, when he hears it, he must love it, and he will follow suit. So that verse, that Kuami is saying that from that point to where the party day today, no darling, he has written it already. Kuami Eugene also creates beats.
Yeah.
So when you go into his studio, he has beats that he has also recorded. So possibly
samples of songs that
possibly when they came in, he also played that song. That okay, listen to this vibe. And when they love it, they will also add their input. So Andrew, you write your verse. This one will also write a verse. But the point is, it was a song because he has written to certain point, and when you are writing, you are going to derive your verses from the main hook, the chorus, and so that becomes the song. And so when Kuami says, "I own a song," I don't think it is so much of a big deal. It is not denigrating your records as legend.
As a hit maker.
Yes, in one of the interviews with Zion Ferris, Joshua was like, we have released Ad Lugun to Gui Pressure. Are you telling us? No, it's not about that. And that is also one reason why some of our artists, when as they are growing, they fade off, because you get to a point that you get the writer's block. And so it is that point in time that you can collaborate with the new energies. Then they will also revive you. But they feel like, oh, it is so wrong for me to go to a young artist to write for me. And that you are just shortening your lifespan. I don't know if it is for the hype or the trends. They are doing this for the trend. And it is not that serious. That it means in the near future you can't have anything to do with the artist anymore.
Yeah.
And we are not taking anything away from you that you can't write his songs on your own. But the point is, through you writing a song with doing a song with that person, it became a hit. So we need to acknowledge everybody for whatever effort they have done.
Yeah.
And even we are not paying attention. somebody will just give you a word in a song. In the studio, they will just contribute a word, and that word will become the selling point,
the deal breaker,
the selling point of the song. Still, you need to acknowledge the person. Exactly, he has done it a lot, and that verse also become the toast of the audience.
Yeah.
So that is back and forth is needless.
I'm shocked.
It's very needless.
I'm really shocked that.
And I won't blame Kuami because he has given you the song.
Yeah.
If Kuami is earning royalties from it, Keche should come and tell us that Kuami is earning royalties from it. He has gifted you the song, so the only thing he needs is for them to give credit. And anyhow he says it, Master. If he want to bluff that I wrote it in any manner, still is a fact. You shouldn't feel worried. You should rather come out and even tell the world that this song Kuami wrote it.
Yeah.
And it is not shameful. Okay. It is not shameful, so they shouldn't go about it again. And it is not nice. It doesn't send good signals to the young ones that are coming and all of that.
Okay. Well, thank you, Kojo. We are wrapping up.
You are here. When you are featuring an artist, make sure the artist you are featuring doesn't overshadow you. Sometimes, because if it does, sometimes it's you feature artists on
until the whole thing comes out. You can't.
But sometimes
yes, it happens. You see, in the studio, there are some artists who are very powerful. Kuami Eugene is one, and Sarkodie. These artists, when you feature them,
they'll bring their influence.
If you are not tough, unless you decide to take away the things they have done, they leave only a few.
Yeah, so give them
and it is going to affect you.
Exactly.
So just be open. Yeah, that is the only thing you can do. Unless you also bring your A game, because there are some people. Yes, when you feature them, it's a big deal. They will come with their A game. So what they do is either in their arrangements, okay, they will make sure they bring their verses first, and maybe place that of the other artists, maybe later. So that their verses will be seen. But
you can't even determine.
No, you can't. They do that.
No, for the arrangement.
Oh, for the arrangement,
We do when they have it at the back of their mind that they don't want them to overshadow them. They can place your verse at a point that people will not even pay attention.
Notice,
but to me, it is not the best because this is art. If the best vibe is coming from you, at the end of the day, it is whose song? It is my song featuring you. Wherever the song goes, I will be there.
It is my name that will be mentioned.
So I gag you because I want to be seen. It is what you can do. Let your works prove.
Yeah.
Not this antics and all of that.
J. Derobi co-wrote Alcohol, Joe Boy. You know that.
Oh yeah, I think I heard that story.
But there's nothing wrong with it.
I heard that.
Oh no, our space.
Our space there, because this thing is still confusing to me. These are people who know. It's not as if they don't know. Like if it is some newbies, then you say that okay,
Papa wrote a song for that have Baby Uncle. Mama me Baby Uncle. Papa wrote that song.
Mama me Baby
And
Uncle.
I think it got to a point in time like he felt credit wasn't
coming enough.
Yeah, so in an interview he also mentioned it. That he wrote it. You know, but I think it should be easy. No.
Yeah, I think it is the artists, those who receive the song, they are the people being difficult. Or because they don't want to be seen as we can't write. But it is not a crime if you can't write.
No.
It is not a crime if you can't write. I think recently when Stonebwoy went to 3 Music, he even made mention of that. That yes, we have to even open up our industry that we can get some 1 or 2 writers in the game.
Yeah.
He said it. But here, Obia person na you be. Into be credit ni bia.
That's why every writer wants to sing now.
Yeah.
You see? Because if proper credit is given, some people will love to be in the back and write for others.
And take their shine.
Yes.
Make some money and that's
because
it.
There are some boys who can now sit down and look at Stonebwoy and write songs for him that will become major hits. Because it's not easy to be writing for 10 years. Having like 100 songs that are his songs. Charlie, you are not a machine.
And it's not as if you are sitting home writing.
You see, exactly.
You are doing other.
Anytime you start to write,
family,
all those old melodies will pop up. Before you realize you have written old melodies.
Yeah.
And so we need to embrace this thing that
there are people with different.
There are young guys coming with different energies who can give you different topics. And
we need to think our future. I'm sure that is what we want to say. We need to think our future. But so finally, let's look at this finally to run away from here. I have chanced on a video from TV3. In this video, Bella Mundi hosted some market women during May Day's programs or activities on their television channel. And they were given some photos of some stars to identify. And unfortunately, some of the women who were there, mostly typical market women, were not able to identify some of these stars. Now, when this video came out, some people have seen it as a big deal. Like, then it means you are not popular. If market women who consume all sorts of music are not able to identify you, then it means you are not a star. Now, when I watched the video, I said, is that a big deal? Or maybe it's not a big deal. We will watch one of the scenes in such videos, and when I come back, I'll pick the views of my people. What do they also think about this? Do they think because those ladies those women could not identify some stars in their videos, does it mean they are not stars or what? Let's go catch this when I come back. We'll continue with the show, and I'm sure this is our last topic, so I'll be saying goodbye to you soon.
Auntie Sabo Lele. Picture ni yo no. Oh, ila la popular way.
TV on for it tam. Nye. Be fair no otashi.
Egbe ba show na moniji. Ole ila like me at least one song that you know of this person. Okay, time up. Nyele. Okay, next picture, back to Mele and Auntie Comfort. Oh, we're not like Nyele pene. Okay. Now one Shatta Wale. Auntie Comfort ole Shatta Wale. Ole la wa. Ona le dan. Ona le dan. Auntie Instagram, who is this one? Yeah, Mele, why in a hurry to wait? Beam Nation.
Okay, so this was on TV3, I think on May Day, and this happened there. And I'm asking, should we consider it a big deal? Because these are our top stars. I'm sure there was another video where Sarkodie also appeared, and that one, the other lady got it. This has been a discussion online. I'm asking my people here, big deal, no big deal? Chabu?
No big deal.
No big deal, huh?
There's nothing to even talk about when it comes to this.
Okay.
Because based on where you find yourself and how you consume certain things, then you can talk. If it happened that those people that they were asking, they were anyway closer to consuming media in a certain way, then we can talk about that. Like the market women, obviously they don't use they are not on the internet, like if I should put it that way. They will not be.
They watch TV.
Yes, they watch TV, but the kind of TV that the program that they watch, they are not likely to meet these people. Even if they see them, they will tune off. Some of them will tune to the other station. They watch the telenovelas. These people, that's what they watch. They watch Kumkum Baja and Shatta Wale, Stonebwoy, Samini. They are not part of the Kumkum Baja thing. So it will be difficult for the market women.
So the question is, they were able to see some of them. Some of them they couldn't see.
And we have explanation for that. Some of them may have young people in their houses. Like they may have young kids, children and all that. It will be a factor. If their children are consuming that kind of person's song, they are likely to hear of the names and even maybe see the picture or something. Because you may even have to beat some of them because they went for Shatta Wale show came back late, you ask them, then they will tell you that there's some musician called Shatta. That's why your son is not sleeping early or something. Like there will be a whole lot of factors for them to be aware of the artist or aware of their pictures or whatever. So it can't be a big deal when you.
So does it also mean that when it comes to influence, some people have it more than others?
Oh yeah, obvious. But the factors is if the person has a child, like if you go back to their background and see that some have young kids at home, some have maybe older kids or children and all that. Like it will be a factor. There are so many factors that we have to consider to say those things. But obviously, as for the influence, some have more than the others, and it will be based on the factors and where you are looking at. If you take this to a student group, like if they take the same thing to, let's say, Legon, and then we are seeing this, then there is a big deal. If they take it to a marketplace, or let's say they take it to, I don't know, like I want to mention where the whatever happens, like let's say they take it to even Seri, like I can't say Seri, like some like a village, like a village be Kofi Krombi or something, like there will be a village.
These are people in Accra.
Yes. And no, I'm talking about where they take it to. There will be some knowing some people more than the others. Like I want to go beyond who has the influence. It's based on where the person has been, how they have done and all that. And it's obvious that some have more influence than the others. But even that, it is based on location.
Okay,
that's
so let me bring this to your fore. Why I want us to see this discussion. First of all, the person who I saw this with added this test that these people, some companies will go and give them to go and influence others to do something, but they don't even know you.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I'm asking that. Okay, then will this become a big deal because these people they are say users of so many products.
Yes.
Products that cut across.
Yes.
Say telecommunication. Now we pick you as an ambassador to influence them. Like we know to use your product, but they don't even know you.
Yes, that it's on the company
to do what
they don't know the personality to use for the influence. If you are dealing with market, if you are dealing with market women like this, you don't go for Shatta Wale's Sarkodie and Co.
Why?
Because we have listen.
He said a product that cuts across.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He used telecommunication.
Yes, and
everybody use all demographics.
Let me give you this. Nana Mama Brown will have far better influence than Shatta Wale, Sarkodie and Co.
So you are only thinking about
so it's about the company.
Women.
Yes. Yes, I'm thinking about the market women.
Yeah, but the question he asked
something that cuts
into collision.
You can't get one person who will cut across all the demographics.
Oh, you will get.
No, you can't. Mention one for me. And let's debate it.
Are you telling me older people don't categorize them?
No, let's do the same people.
You are staying with
the same people.
Let them show Nana Mama Brown and let's see if they can
when we are talking about demographics, it's not about the work that they do. We use age. So
the work that they do is part of
we use age.
Not only age. For demographics,
take your time.
Only age.
If it's about telecommunication,
okay, it's not your turn. It's not your turn. Let's allow Jim to finish.
This is obvious. If you are a company and you are looking for influencers, you consider so many factors. And I'm telling you, dealing with market women.
That's what I'm giving you a clear cut. That we want someone who can represent all the facets.
Yes.
We want someone who we can use to influence all the demographics.
Yes.
And we are maybe among these people. We shouldn't go away. But these guys also
you were specific about these people.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, when they show Nana Mama Brown's picture, they all will identify her.
So it means that we cannot use any of these guys to advertise such products?
To influence market women. If your target...
It is not only market women.
Then you will forget about market women not knowing that person.
Why? Don't they need money from them too?
No, because you can't get somebody who can influence all kinds of people that you want to get.
Are you sure?
Give me one. Right now, if there's anyone coming.
No, these guys, they should. That's why I'm here letting us discuss this, because these guys, I think they should be able to.
No,
these are our top musicians.
No, because and I'm giving you somebody who can.
These people, don't they consume music? The people we saw there.
Not the kind, not that kind of music.
And see how they would dance.
Not that kind of music.
Who told you know that kind of music?
Listen, but they don't know him. Yes, no, listen, and
that is what makes it a deal.
No, my point is that we have people who will have better influence in that space than all my mentioned.
We all know. So we are talking about a group of people now.
Yes.
So you are writing them off that they cannot.
But you are not even speaking to your mic.
No. The point I'm making is that any company going for an influencer should think about some of these things. So if you come to me as a consultant and then you tell me that
solutions.
Yes, and you tell me that I want somebody who can influence market women. If that's your target, because the product, I think they will patronize it more. I will tell you to go for Nana Mama Brown. I won't say go for Shatta Wale, just for that purpose. But if you tell me, okay, it's not only about the market women. I also want to influence students. I also want to influence. You mentioned other, Then I will say, okay, Shatta Wale can do it for you, but you won't get much coming from the market women. So why do, if the other things that you need, they can even do a better job influencing the market women for you? Because if you can influence the students, some of them, they have mothers, they have people that they live with. So through the students, you may get to them. But if your target is directly towards the market women, then I will tell you to go for Nana Mama Brown. I will tell you to advertise on telenovelas. Don't go and advertise on entertainment shows, because the market women, they won't watch entertainment shows. They will rather watch Kumkum Baja. They will rather watch. So you have to know those factors. And that's why I'm saying it's not a big deal. This doesn't mean that they are still not big. Their influence can be everywhere, but we will base it. We will judge them based on where we know that they should have influence. That's why I'm saying if they take this same thing to Legon students, tech students, or some people that we think they should know much about you and they are not identify you, then there's a problem. But this case, because of the market women as a target, this is not the problem. Unless they are not identifying somebody like Nana Mama Brown, then there will be an issue to talk about.
Okay, Barrister, take over and let's cut it to the end.
What would be my question?
Yes, I'm still asking whether it's a big deal.
It's not any big deal. Yeah.
Okay.
What has Shatta Wale, Stonebwoy, and Samini got to do with a tomato seller?
When they go to parties, whose song do they dance to?
They don't have time to go for parties.
But they don't have to identify them before they listen to their song. It's as simple as
that. No. To say they don't have time to go for the party.
But you don't have to know the person before you listen to their song.
No, not at all. That's not what we are saying. So what I'm saying is that if they have been going to parties and they listen to these songs continuously,
yes.
And they don't have an idea behind these guys.
Yes.
That is the question I'm asking.
No.
Because where they operate, these guys don't go there. They don't. And I catch them telenovela and they can start out. Before they will have that influence.
So are you saying that, Chemo, if you are to follow any of these guys to go to market and they work there, nobody sees them, are you not going to be surprised?
No.
It is the same thing we are looking at now.
We will be going to
yes, we are saying if you go there.
Market women.
Yes, if you go there.
They will get one or two people identifying them.
Exactly.
But it wouldn't be significant. That's the point.
So let's say we are focusing on the caliber of market women that we pick. So let's say we have tomato seller, somebody who sells GTP, someone who sells fish, and somebody who sells maybe drinks. Comes in there to go. And even among them, you realize that the lady who is able to picture them is even younger than the rest. Which means that yes, if you watch
that and you saw a short
no. It wasn't this lady. This lady who identifies Shatta. It was a different lady. No, not different. No,
not this one.
No, she's not.
Richie, hold it. Richie, let's watch the whole thing again. Let's watch the whole thing again. Start showing it again. No, let's watch from top. No, you can give us voice so we know exactly.
Picture you know. Oh, it's like a popular way.
TV on for it. Yeah. Before you know,
Igbeba show na moniji. Olela like me at least one song that you know of this person. Okay, time up. Nyele. Okay, next picture back to Mele and Auntie Comfort. Oh, we na like nyele pene. Okay. Now one Shatta Wale. Shatta. Auntie Comfort ole Shatta Wale. Olela wa. Ona le dance. Ona le dance. Auntie Instagram, who is this one? Ona le dance. Ona le dance. Auntie Instagram wa. Ona le dance. Olela wa. Ona le dance. Ona le dance. Auntie Instagram, who is this one? Yeah, Melly, why in a hurry to wait? Beam Nation.
Okay, Master, make your argument. But first of all, you said it is not a big deal.
Yes,
Defend it.
Yes, it's not a big
Defend
deal.
it,
Because
yes.
these are market women who, at least by 3 o'clock in the morning, they are in the market. Then come back by 6, 7. They are tired. The only thing that they want to watch, maybe we start this small, and then they are off to bed. I said earlier that they don't have time for party because the only party they can attend, probably is a year, like Gonyo party. That one. But me, brother,
but what songs are played at the Gonyo party?
Thank you. If you
sure.
Then aside that, then
they don't have to know the
no.
person.
Aside that, they play the current songs. I'm coming. They play the current songs. If the songs were played right now, I bet you some of them will mention the names. If they were to play the songs without the pictures. So some, they know the songs, they don't know the images. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because they don't have the time to be watching pictures, they don't have the time, even on the phone.
They don't watch entertainment shows.
They don't, yes. They don't even buy tickets to go for shows.
There is a woman here, where our barber shop is. The woman who sells them paint and... do you know what she tells me? She tells me, oh, Brasami, me de dread you na the mokana na min tiasio, but me who sell to her, na me shop.
Yes, only Marikonja, only more for personal connection.
You get it. So even let's say the entertainment shows that we host, they will not watch. The programs that are going on, they will not go. Now the women like Chemo said, I think there is one old woman who is like 80. She's in her 80s. She knows Stone because her grandson always attends Stone shows. And there were times that we have gone to that same house to do events in the house. So
in the name of Stone.
Yes, such a woman, if you put Stone's picture today, she can point out. But this market women who always go to, like you were asking if you can pick one of the celebs as brand ambassadors. You know there are specific products in the market. So if GTP want to take...
No, but there are cut across products
like
as well.
Which one?
Fan milk.
Fan milk. No, I'm coming. Like you mentioned...
Telecommunication.
Yes.
I've added another one.
Yes,
fan
and
milk.
then I'm coming. So if you... Yes, so if you mention, let's say the phones, let's take Techno. These women, they will not
They will not do what?
They don't even know which one is Camu 19. They don't know which one is Camu 20, and they don't even care who is the ambassador. Their children are the one who are interested in those products. They get it. As you can even move to some of the phone dealers. They don't even know some of the ambassadors because that is not their business. Their business is to go and get the product, come to the market and sell. You get it. But Mac Brown, she goes to the market with them. They know her in the market. And Mac Brown has been doing advert for different
all
products.
the market product.
If it is not rice, it is this. If it is not this,
how
it
did
is
they
that.
how did they get to know Mac Brown?
Because of Kumewu.
Television.
So why are they not picking a Emilia Bobby?
Because then the influence.
Put them on the balance. Yeah, put the two of them on the balance. Even GTP, if GTP want to sign influencers, you realize that they pick more than two.
Some people are more influential than others. Nobody.
So you cannot take that from them. If we are even limiting the thing to the market women, that because the market women are unable to point out our stars, so obviously they are not popular. No, because the target there, that is not their focus. But like you go to Accra, put the pictures on board. If they are unable to point out these pictures, then we can question. But then again, the same Accra, if you go back to the 90s, to the 80s, and you put certain pictures there, they will not mention their names, but they know the songs, maybe. The same thing applies. So we cannot sit here and say that it's a big deal because market women who sell tomatoes early in the morning till evening cannot fish out Shatta, Wale or Stonebwoy. Yes, something. But the same way, if you put Lewin there, they may. Yes. They may be able to, because they are always focused on the movies.
Okay. All right, let's go wrap up and we are done. Kojo, big deal or no big deal?
Yeah, it may not be a big deal because
don't use conditional.
Oh, why?
They said they want to take a position. They want to take a position. They are saying it's not a big deal. What is your position?
They can't. No, you can't direct how.
No, Kojo. No,
let me speak first. Let me speak. No, it is a technical question. Let me speak. Allow me to flow. I'm a marketer.
Yes, that's why. That's why you should even be able to.
No, let me speak. You understand me? Don't jump in.
We are not jumping.
It may not be a problem, a big deal, because definitely when you pick a sample, based on the people that you pick, you can pick market women who don't follow music at all, so they don't know anybody. So if you use it on that angle, yes, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But when you tell me that because they are market women. Because they are market women and they are not supposed to know these people, then that is wrong.
Don't use they are not supposed to. Nobody said that.
But what did you say? No, tell me then. Let me say it as you said.
Okay. Let me quote you. The point is, the kind of market women that we see here, it's not a big deal because
how did you determine the kind? You just look at somebody and you are determining the kind of market woman.
Kojo says nobody should come in. Let's allow him to talk. Kojo, continue.
You know,
but don't use the word supposed to. Nobody said they are not supposed to.
Very well. What you said right now, you said the kind of market women that you saw.
Yeah.
It means if they don't know them, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, some of your statements here is even underrating the 21st century market women.
No.
Me, I've gone to the market.
We have different markets.
I'm coming. Relax. You spoke like 5-10 minutes. I went to sell diapers in the market. I've been with these market women. The market women they are thinking of. Back in the days, our old mothers who didn't know what's up. Most of them are using phones. Most of them are on TikTok.
Smartphones, yeah.
They are using smartphones. They know what is happening. And so don't underrate them that they don't even know everything that is happening. If you tell me somebody has not...
We are not saying they don't... No, but you can't...
Just time. We are closing.
No. We didn't say that they don't know anything. No, don't go there. They know things based on
you said
what
they
they are
don't follow
interested.
entertainment.
Yes.
Did you say
It's,
that?
yes.
And it's wrong.
Yeah, we said that. The same.
It is wrong.
The same women who identify as brown.
It is.
So what are you talking about?
I beg you. Chemo, it's Kojo's time.
My brand example you use is a different thing.
Chemo, it's Kojo's time.
It's a different thing.
It's Kojo's time. Kojo continue.
It's a different thing. These are market women. They follow everything that is happening. You cannot compare the level of activity to, as you cited, from the secondary school students. But they are aware of some of these things that are happening. I wouldn't make it a big deal that the person could identify Shatta Wale and not Stonebwoy because of the person that is involved. It could be that the other woman, if they showed him Shatta Wale, it wouldn't have made him out. It is very normal. But the point is, market women are also on the ground. And also, when you talk about influence, you can't it is not the same with stars. When you want to measure their reach and their influence, it can't be the same. That is where we will flip it to the other side. Some of the artists or some of the celebrities get news around them with extra musical activities. They get into the news. So if these people, they listen to mainstream, maybe they will tune into Peace FM. They listen. There are other stories which are not music related that other people get into, which they may hear about them. Typical example like the Shatta Wale court case and all of that. It cut across not only entertainment platforms. Peace FM will talk because it is court. And so if the market woman listen to Peace FM, the woman will hear about a name Shatta Wale. So if somebody is able to extend their reach
beyond music,
you should also give them that thing can also happen. That is why they will know of other people's songs, but not their image. But they will make somebody both their songs and their image out.
Same thing we are saying.
Oh, what is the same thing you are saying?
And allow.
It's not the same
thing.
It's a total different thing. It's about a big deal or not a big deal. I've said it. It shouldn't be too much of a big deal because
it's not a big deal.
Even everybody at a point may not know somebody. You can go somewhere as a flex and somebody doesn't know.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. But there are if they are to make somebody out, you go with maybe Ola Michael and they make Ola Michael. Don't want to say that it is because of they don't follow. Exactly. There are other things that
what did they do that they were able to make it out?
Because we are all expanding our reach. You are telling me that when it comes to the market, it is only Nanama who you suggest.
No, don't say only. I just mentioned one person, but I didn't say only. Use like the words that
you go for Nanama.
Yes. So, but I didn't say only.
I'm on the guys. You choose Nanama.
Yes, of course.
Exactly.
But not only.
So in a business space like this, people also want to expand their reach, so that if in the next moment, if they want to use a brand to appeal to market women, I can also be used. So what are the things that I can do to make sure that I also catch the eyes of these artists? So the bottom line is, yes, it may not be any big deal, but the point is some of the brands are working extra harder to cut across some of these demographics. And so when it happens like that, we can also give them credit. But sample and all of that, at times there are biases in there. Because you can pick a sample which is tilted to a certain direction.
Okay.
And with that, we can say that, oh no, because of the sample, we didn't get the balance. But we can't also discount the fact that other people have more influence and are more popular.
Nobody is saying that.
And so more popular. And the disagreement here is like how you are referring to the market women. They just look at watch Kunkum Bagia and all of that.
Yes.
Hey, they also know what is happening. If you like, let's go and do voice pop over there. And ask certain questions if they are also not
in your opinion, when we go to the market like this, Nanama McBrown and Shatta Wale, who is more?
It's not about Nanama
McBrown.
The reason why
and they do different activities.
Reason.
Yes.
And the reason why they will know McBrown and more than
Shatta Wale. Yes, and that's the point that you are making.
No. The argument you brought in Nanaba McBrown was not even necessary.
No, because of the person who I will choose to influence.
Exactly. You are limiting it to these people.
Yes.
So where comes my brown? We are talking about Stonebwoy, Samini, and Shatta. So even and Sarkodie. So my brown coming in
because of the question. Because of the question that the kind of person that they will choose to influence them, and I'm giving him that these people. My brand will do a better job.
That's why. So you not use any of them.
Yes, so I will not use any of them.
Example you made, but even this story we are talking about is not about choosing a brand for a specific.
The follow-up question. The follow-up question.
Yeah, so Sammy said that if we are picking a brand that can cut across all the demographics, you didn't even answer that.
I won't choose any of them.
You were still talking about
because
if my brand is only appeal to market women and
the certain words that you use matter is wrong. Okay. I'm not saying only.
That would be a stronghold.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Good. So if you are using a product that cut across everybody,
then I won't go for her. I will go for Shatta based on other factors. That's your point.
But wait. So that one not
we can end it. We can end it.
It could be that. It could be that.
Do you know how?
No, let's end it.
Intelligence work. Do you know how it works?
Annoying.
No, I'm asking.
Explain.
No,
explain.
Like artificial intelligence, it is what the machine has constantly seen. That is what it's work with. The same applies to human intelligence as well. So these women that we have seen, if constantly they have been seeing the picture of Shatta, like they will mention the name anywhere. What we are saying is that if the songs
and Kojo is saying that if really they have constantly seen him, it means he's done something beyond what the other guys have not done.
Based on what you are known for, it will tell us whether you appeal to them or not. Shatta is a musician. That extra thing that you are talking about is not even good for his image. But Nana Mama Brown is doing something good for his image and even pushing.
What is image? No, we are talking about reach. You are talking about image.
No, listen,
how do you know they are not good? They are not good.
What are you talking about?
Like, based on his argument, he said that because of his court case, the court case is not positive for him.
But there could be more.
Let me tell you. I told you that some of them are in the news because of extra thing beyond their music.
Yes.
And I cited this example because you
and that is not a regular activity.
They don't watch you.
That's not regular activity.
You told me these people only watch Kukumbadia.
No, that only now you.
You didn't cite any example.
You said they watch Kukumbadia.
Yeah, man, I didn't say only.
What again did you mention?
They watch cantata too. They watch account drama.
Cantata is not no more in the system. Account drama is no more in the system.
They watch Kumawood movies.
Yeah.
So when will even be influential in market than Shatta?
The example you cited, it does. I'm a marketer. Are you telling me if I want to pick a brand who appeal to market, I will choose? I won't choose Nanama. I know. When I was even saying
the argument,
no. The point is, you quoted that as an example.
Yes.
It is not what we are talking about here.
We can end it here because it looks like
the fact that some people
will not come to an
image
end.
How they are popular on the market.
So in wrapping up, in wrapping up, let me say this. Sometimes some of these issues come up just to test all of us how we analyze things, and equally it is so clear that we all see some of these things from different angles. That is why no matter how long we talk, we will still not arrive at anything. Some people have done extra to get recognition beyond music. Others too, it is music that is giving them the recognition. Once again, if there is someone who plays in a particular terrain, the person might have some information that the other person who does not play in that terrain will not have. In all, there is something extra that is working. I'm sure that is the bottom line. In all, there is something extra. About the other. But it doesn't spoil anything that we have said here. It is just perspective and our narrative of the issues. So we have to end it here because I can't hear to us. So thanks to Chamo, Team Dodo Solomon, thanks to Young Barrister, Astati Ejuma, Beat Nation to the world. Fifth Dimension album is still working, so you guys have to go online, stream the Fifth Dimension album, and let's do some more. And to Kojo King, marketing guy who is a guru, marketing guru. To Digital Rasta Currency on camera, Richie Flex, editor director of the show. And to you, I know you also have your own argument. Share it, because this is the highest part of the program. You can share yours and let's do some more. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you in the next video. We out.